You gotta be okay with being the bad guy in someone else's story sometimes.
A lot of men feel that they can't express themselves or say how they truly feel or get emotional. And I think most women disagree with that.
Mental health does not mean mental illness. And that's something that a lot of us need to learn.
Now, next month is Men's Health Month, June. And I just want to know if you have any words of encouragement, any advice you would give men for men's health.
It is real, and I would say just stay focused and talk to people. You know what I mean? Find a friend. I always tell everybody they need a therapist or a good friend they listen to that's not going to be judgmental, because we need to be able to open up and speak about things. I know they try to control us and try to make us as though men don't have emotions, but realistically, I mean, it's a big thing, man. And you can see in the suicide rate and things of that nature, this is seriously a real deal. So I feel like a lot of men and women, everybody should speak about and get therapists and just be very open to talking, man.
First of all, everybody should have a primary care doctor. Everybody should be focused on how they exercise, how they eat, what they eat, when they eat. Sleep is really important. In fact, May was just Mental Health Month. And we had a community conversation at Morgan talking about mental health and its impact on violence and violence reduction in our city. And one of the things that we noted was that oftentimes we will diagnose people wrongly and overly diagnose Black men specifically. And when you overdiagnose young people specifically, you keep them from getting certain jobs. So we need to make sure that we're paying attention to our health, period. And mental health does not mean mental illness. And that's something that a lot of us need to learn. And also that there is nothing wrong with therapy. I know most people need to talk to somebody if they're having issues. And so again, I'm so glad you're focused on men's health, but get a primary care doctor, make sure you're eating right, exercise is important, and sleep, okay?
My advice is that they would get mental health. A lot of people suffer from, a lot of traumas, especially childhood trauma, and we wear a mask for so many years, the mask of Dr. Jekyll, and Dr. Jekyll was the protector of Mr. Hyde, and Mr. Hyde is that little boy that we shut down at a young age, and those traumas, man, leads to so many other things in life, especially a lack of knowledge of self, and so it's imperative that, so-called Black men get mental health treatment. It'll relieve a lot of their issues, inner turmoils.
I would definitely recommend making sure you take care of yourself, prioritize yourself. Make sure you get to those doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, and actually do what your doctor suggests as someone who works in the health field. And then the second thing I would recommend that men should really do is prioritize their mental health. Don't be afraid of therapy, don't be afraid to meditate, and don't be afraid to pray, go to church, whatever it is that brings you that peace. This is about your health this month, and every month really, but we're gonna get to it in June. It's a great month, also my birthday.
At the end of the day, we can take care of ourselves physically, and I think a lot of us are starting to focus on that, eating right, working out, but just like we do that, we also have to take care of ourselves mentally. And the idea that, stresses all are supposed to be internalized by us, and we're not supposed to be able to vocalize them or lean on people or be vulnerable is just the wrong way of doing it. We understand that pressure inside only is going to come out one or two ways, and it's always going to be negative. So it's really important for us to care for our mental health, check on our brothers. That's not just saying like, hey, how you doing or what's going on, but ask the 2, 3, 4 depth of questions to really understand how people are doing around us. I think now, when we look at the times of economics and many stresses of the world, I think now is more important for us to stay very vigilant and educate ourselves on the importance of mental health and connecting with one another and talking and being vulnerable and ensuring that we can share and collaborate.
I just want all the men to love themselves wholeheartedly. And me, and looking back on my father, I just feel like it's really hard being a man, especially in today's society. So take care of your mental health. It's okay to have those emotional moments, don't stay there too long, but really take care of your mental, eat right, eat healthy. Love yourself, take time for yourself, and tune into like your hobbies, yeah. So.
That inner child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a nurse practitioner. I've been a nurse practitioner for 20 years. My advice is for black men specifically, get your colonoscopies done, get your prostates checked. Don't wait until you're 50 years old. The predisposition for black men is extremely high. The prognosis is extremely good. So my encouragement is for men, please, please, please get your colonoscopies. Colon cancer is very preventable. Very, very preventable. Polyps can become cancerous over time. If they're removed, they're almost non-existent. Check your prostates. The PSA level in black men is extremely high, which can lead to prostate cancer. Also, get your blood pressure checked and check your kidney function. These are things that affect our community in particular. So please, once a year, get some blood work. Check your A1C level to check for diabetes. I've been practicing in the Baltimore community for about 4 years now, and the men are getting younger and younger, and younger men are getting erectile dysfunction as well because of poor health. So if anything, you want to fix that. So I just encourage black men to stay healthy, stay active, and stay away from alcohol and drugs in moderation if you can.
If you feel it, it might be something real. Go to the doctors. Don't wait for till it kills you. That's number one. And the other thing is mentally remember that you are in charge of your destiny. Just take charge, make a plan, and go for it. Love y'all.
My words of encouragement for men, please get checked. Look, some of us women got it worse when we got to get checked, but please get checked. We need you. We love you. We care about you. We don't want to wait till the end and things are bad. We want to be as preventative and as proactive as possible. We love men. We love black men. And so I believe it's extremely important. So get checked. Get checked tomorrow, not yesterday.
Not yesterday. Get checked today, not tomorrow.
Yes.
June is Men's Health Month. Men, it is important, very important, to go to the doctors and get checked out. Don't be afraid. You're never too young to get checked out. Take care of your health, because you know what? The women in your life love you. We care about you, and we want you to be okay. We want you to be around for a very long time. I love my husband. We're about to celebrate 25 years of wonderful marriage. I've got 3 brothers. I've got godsons and nephews and all, and I care about all of them, and I advise all of them to get checked out. Don't be afraid. Go to the doctors. Take care of yourself. We love you. We care about you. We want you around for a long time. So go and get checked out during Men's Health Month.
Well, I mean, obviously we know men's health is extremely important, just like we celebrate women and women's health. Men are equally important, right? And so I think as women, we should be more encouraging for our spouses, our boyfriends, our husbands to go to the doctors regularly, not when they feel a pain, but their yearly checkups and things of that nature. So yeah, I've been married for 35 years. So keeping my husband healthy and safe is extremely important.
Is there anything that you can do to ease the worry of getting your prostate checked? Because you know that's a thing that a lot of people are scared to check.
Not so much for the for the prostate, it's just blood work. So it's a very small needle. For the colonoscopy, they do have tests called Cologuards where you can send a stool sample in, but it's still not as good as a colonoscopy. But if you're totally opposed to a colonoscopy, taking a Cologuard, which is like a home kit, that's a good start, and it's better than nothing. And like, don't be fearful of things that could possibly save your life. If you're secure in your manhood and you want to save your life and live long, that should kind of take precedence over a fear.
I appreciate that. My grandfather actually passed away because of that. And, you know, I appreciate those words.
Yeah, first and foremost, man, make sure your mental straight. If your mental not straight, then you're not able to properly take care of yourself, take care of the people around you. And you want to make sure that's pivotal. As a man, we the leaders, the protectors, providers, and we got to make sure that this up here is good, so this right here can be good, and everyone else around us can be good.
Yes, get outside. You know, we've been inside. It's been a cold, long winter. Get outside, go for a walk as much as you can, and just connect with people. You know, we've been inside all winter, so yeah.
I love that, man. You practicing what you preach, I see.
You know, I also like to meditate as well, so get that time to yourself as well. So yeah, we out here.
Life is a beautiful thing, and just know it is highs and lows to this. You know, it ain't gonna be what people portray it to be. Just do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure.
I love that, brother. I love that. You know, peaks and valleys, ups and downs, seesaw.
Yeah, because it's life. Like, yeah, if you would look at other people's lives and think they have it all together, people don't have it all together. You know what I mean? People can make it seem as if, or probably not talk about a struggle, but nobody is not going through this life struggle free. I promise you, nobody going through this life struggle free. So it's going to be that everybody have their challenges of what they have to overcome. And just like, because it's like, not just even a financial aspect of things, but a spiritual aspect of things. If you feeling low or if you feeling as if you're not what you're supposed to be, it's just temporary.
Well, I've been working on balance all the time. So that means hitting the gym. That means making sure I get my water, my sleep in there. Making sure I keep the punk people around, the fake ones from around me. You know what I'm saying? The lames, keep the lames from around you for real. Just keep the negativity from around you and keep learning every day. That's what I got to say. Learn something every day.
Keep God first, right? And being aware is key. A lot of things around you, a lot of things going around, bad, good, don't matter. Keep your loved ones close. Keep yourself protected. Watch your surroundings. And basically that's it. Honestly, keep your head up straight. Don't look behind you. You cannot look behind you. You really can't look behind you. What's going on back there don't matter. Gotta look in front of you.
If you always gonna be looking at everybody as like, you gotta be okay with being the bad guy in someone else's story sometimes. You gotta be a hero to yourself and be willing to be a villain of somebody else's story. And you gonna sometimes, because language is used to sometimes suppress people. And sometimes other people's version of being good is just them making sure that they have a control over you. So sometimes you got to learn how to be good to yourself and not worry about being someone else's villain. I don't know if that makes sense. So that basically means like setting boundaries, saying no, healing your inner child. And when you start focusing on you, the people that was using you, sometimes they start calling you narcissistic, they start calling you selfish, because you now focusing on you. But once you start focusing on you and you embrace that shadow side and that bright side, life is going to start opening up for you. You want to say something? Oh, now you shy.
Say it again. Stay healthy.
Stay healthy. I love it. All right.